Hi, I'm Mike. I like metal. Today we're going to talk about my 20-inch disc sander. It's the greatest piece of equipment in the shop, and I also hate it. It's a love-hate relationship. Anyways, let's take a look at this. I'll tell you why. First of all, this 20-inch disc sander, I think I bought it in the mid-80s. It's from Northern Tools. It's 220, 240 volts, and it has single position. You turn it on, it rotates clockwise. Some models have dual positions to go one way or the other. Also, the newer models, a lot of the brands have a pressure brake on it, which is a great idea. It just puts pressure on the back. You step on it with your foot, and it stops this. Otherwise, the only way to stop this is to shut it off and take a piece of scrap steel and just work it on it until it stops. The downside is you're just, you're dulling up your disc. So, having said that, let's just have a little quick run through on here. You should check out the squareness first, because leaning on this or jumping on it, I guess it's kind of in the ballpark there. To adjust it, you have this tensioner here, which loosens up your table. And then you have this worm gear, that tilts it down about 45 degrees, up somewhere in the 30 degrees. The other side, you have another lever and latch, which actually lowers the table. And that's great for changing a disc, which I think we're going to have to get into on another video. We'll get more into the maintenance of this machine. Right now, I'd like to just talk about grinding parts and pieces. Some of the biggest mistakes. All right. The reason why I hate this machine is, to me, it's known as the man-eater. I know two people that have lost fingers on this from being sucked into it. So let's talk why this happened. First of all, this is going to spin clockwise. So half of it here is going down, half is going up. You want to try to keep your material off of this size, because as you can see, you'll want to flip it up, fling it out. Sparks are flying up this way, and you don't want that to happen. So let me digress. As I said that, sparks flying up that way, it reminded me of our last video, which was safety, wasn't it? So it is a safety glass piece of equipment. Face shields, also great. Either one. Just keep yourself covered up there. And it's also a noisy little guy, so earplugs are going to help you out. Let's get back to this here. Say you're deburring this piece. Okay, this is spinning down. You're just lightly rotating it on here, and you're working your way around. I would not suggest to be down here. As you can tell, there's an 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch opening. And you go, yeah, but look at this piece here. I know it's not thick enough, but if you had a thickness, say you had a 1/4 inch piece, you go, it's fine, it won't fit in there. But it will. This aluminum plate will flex from the pressure, and it will suck this down. And as it's sucking the plate down, it's taking you with it. So I suggest that, I just noticed that. Let me tell you, that right there, that's not from this machine. It's from another machine. It's from a table saw. So I'm certified on this machine. Anyways, all kidding aside, you want your purchase on this table. Okay, if you're chamfering it this way, if you're chamfering it this way, you do not want, unless, what do you got? Unless you got like a 3/4 inch piece of steel or something. I just don't like that. That's where this all happens. Up here, if you're deburring up here, for whatever reason, something catches, you know, you can release it and you can go on with your day. That you have no time down here. Before you know it's over and you're part of the machine. That's how I would deal with flat stock. And of course, long pieces. Excuse me, it's cold out here, and it seems like that always runs when it's cold. Okay, so long pieces you're holding out from here, so you're pretty safe with that. Short pieces where you're in close, you just want to make sure that you have an escape plan, I guess. So if you had a piece of tubing or pipe like this and you are grinding, you know, say the outside off, the hot roll, whatever it is, this motion right here, if it gets loose of your hand and you have pressure on it, it will rotate, and it's another pinch point. Okay, it's going to want to suck you in this way. All right, if you can, I would suggest keeping it on the table, you know, sanding it this way. It'll be good. Now, the other thing is little widgets, parts, and pieces. Say you have a little piece. This is just something left over from some movie. It's a story in itself. Anyways, look at what we have here. This is crazy. This is just looking for some problems, not getting sucked into there, not having any space to work with this. So what I like to do is I will take a scrap piece of sheet metal and lean around. This just happens to be stainless steel, which doesn't matter. What I do is I stick that edge right up to there and just crack that back a hair so you see some daylight. And grab yourself a couple clamps and clamp that guy down. This way, when you have your little widget, no matter how small it is, you know, as long as you keep your fingers away, you know that, see, we took up that space. And that's just going to help you quite a bit as far as being able to get this thing deburred on here. Of course, you always have your 4.5-inch disc sander, your belt sander. Everybody has their preference on how they want to sand their piece. But that would be my suggestion for working with really small pieces. I don't know, where else can we go with this? What I want to do is I like to demonstrate what a glove would do up against this, who would win, and you know who's going to win. But we'll do that, and then we'll talk about that. Nice. Well, it's not really nice. Look at that. That's why you don't wear gloves while using your 20-inch disc sander. Can you imagine if your hand was in there? Let's not. Let's not. Well, thank you. Thank you for watching this. I'm hoping that I gave you a little insight on some safety tips. So don't forget to subscribe, like me at least. And our next video, I'm thinking we'll follow the line of equipment. We'll check out some other piece of equipment I have. Of course, I really want to get into some welding and show you some welding tips, and I just have to let this neck heal a little more. So until then, thanks again.